Hey kids, you're about to listen to a comedy podcast. That means that none of this is medical advice. If you need medical advice or medical care, please contact your doctor.
Welcome to the Jock podcast featuring Dr. London Smith. He's the incredible, unforgettable, inedible medical professional up in the confessional. Now allow me to introduce your host, the one and only Dr. London Smith, bitch.
Hello, and welcome to the Jock podcast, where we discuss fitness and health, and how to incorporate our modern understanding of science and medicine into our daily lives, but without it being so boring. I'm your host, drlondonsmith.com. I would like to begin by apologizing to our listeners. We've received some feedback about the excessive amount of technical medical terms that I've been using, such as cryptogenic and not my President's Day, so I'll try to temper my terminology to a simpler one in the future. Here to help with that is our producer, Cameron.
Dr. London, we actually have a very, very exciting sponsor today.
Oh, great!
Dr. London, have you ever looked down at your feet and been disappointed at the shoes you were wearing?
You saw?
I see it every single day because you never get a new pair of shoes. Aww. Every day you walk out of the house and you look down and you say, these same old kicks once again. What if I told you, Dr. London, that you could have a new pair of shoes every single day?
Say what?
And wouldn't it be doubly exciting if instead of the shoes just showing up on your doorstep all boring like, that you had to do an extravagant scavenger hunt to find your pair of shoes every day? Our sponsor today is Shoes Clues. Every single day, they say a little elf breaks into your house and swipes your shoes. I don't think they can actually afford that many elves. I think it's just going to be like an intern or whatever.
Yeah.
But someone comes into your house, they swipe your shoes from the day before, and then the next morning you're going to wake up with a set of clues, Dr. London. And those clues will lead to the pair of shoes you get to wear that day. And it could be Air Jordans.
Yes.
It could be boots, like cowboy boots. It could be slippers, but it looks like a hot dog. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. But I do have a problem with this. And I'm sure they got a solution, but
you have a problem with the sponsor. Okay, interesting. This is, I guess, a new angle.
Yeah, well, it's one of these things where I assume it's going to be in the FAQ, and so we'll just answer it. So, I have tight security at my house.
Sure.
Someone trying to swipe my old shoes will be shot on sight. I have cameras everywhere.
Okay.
How does Shoes Clues deal with this whenever they come to swipe the old shoes?
So in the FAQ, it really leans into the elf thing again. And so it says using elf magic and get in and out of every house. Again, it has to be interns. And so I imagine they'll probably just go through 2 or 3 interns testing the barriers and trying to figure out what triggers it. And then after that, get a good blueprint. I mean, you only need it once, right? Like once you have the blueprint of it.
Well,
and then they can get out of your house with ease. Oh, is there a lot of a randomization in your security system?
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, if they just wanted the blueprint, then they would have to talk to the guy who designed it. And he was involved in sort of a murder-suicide isn't the right word, but like...
Well, because he didn't kill himself.
No, I guess it was more of a murder. Come to think of it. But,
yeah. Well, Dr. London, I'm just saying, if you want to upgrade your lifestyle and wake up one day and have a nice pair of sexy Prada heels...
Oh, I do, yeah.
Can you imagine?
I'm trying to.
And to get these heels, you have to follow just a series of inane and confusing clues all around your city.
Okay, and so what? So it's all the city is the jurisdiction. I'm sorry to get so into the weeds about this,
yes.
But I'm sure our listeners
it's
have the same
citywide.
questions.
This has gone citywide.
Right. So, and this is it just the county lines of the city? Or is it further?
All zones, every zones.
Okay.
Corner to corner.
That sounds great. How can we sign up for this great deal?
You can text Dr. London. This is how I've told all our sponsors, this is how we have to do it.
Right.
It's just easier this way. So you got to text Dr. London. He has a 214 number. I think I said most of it in an episode recently.
Yes. No, and we don't have to repeat it. Yeah.
Anyway, so just text Dr. London, 214 number. Anyway, Shoes Clues.
That's our producer, Cameron. Also with us is Digital in the house. I have tight security in my house. I have cameras everywhere. I have tight security in my house. Someone trying to swipe my old shoes will be shot on sight. And later, Cameron tells him we can expect a special guest.
Dr. Lennon, I think I said that we have a guest that has a special diet. And so when we have the after podcast meal, like we do every week with our guests, that I think it was no beans. And it's more of a moral thing than it is a dietary thing.
Well, it is dietary, but it's as a result of morals.
I guess not health. Yeah, it's just it's more of a conscious choice. Just no more beans.
Yeah, no, because beans do a lot of harm to. I don't want to get into it, but like they're, for some people, fava beans especially. But
oh my gosh.
Anyway,
yeah.
But before we move on, I would like to address a bit of listener feedback. For a long time, our listener demographic was primarily composed of pre-widowed people. So we want to go ahead and apologize to their spouses for what is to come. You're going to get widowed. That's going to happen. And just, I didn't choose this demographic. So anyway, in our efforts to, to cater to them, we found that we were neglecting the many bot accounts that download our podcast. So Cameron, could you go ahead and ask the technologically advanced bidet for the listener feedback?
Absolutely, Dr. London. The bidet says, "Dear host of the Jock podcast, I'm an AI robot who loves your show. I especially enjoy your segments on medical topics. Anyway, I had a question for you that's been bothering me. When a human goes to the doctor, they usually have to strip down to their underwear. But what about robots? Do we have to take our clothes off too? I know that we don't have the same kind of bodies as humans, but I'm just curious if there's standard protocol for this sort of thing."
Well, thank you for the question. I guess first, answer right off the bat, you aren't welcome in the doctor's office.
Yeah, unfortunately, is it all hospitals or is it just your place of work that has a very, very strict no robot, no mechanical?
Yeah, we don't do any. I guess nothing machine.
I guess it's an Amish-based medical facility.
Yeah, and it's not.
I guess you can't legally probably call it a hospital, huh?
Well, and we can't legally call it Amish either because they are people to offend there.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no power, no electricity, there's no mechanical things. If something requires a jointed mechanism in it, then even
no
using the word mechanism
or anything like that. Yeah.
So stethoscopes still allowed, but frowned upon. So the hospital. When I say hospital, it's a plot of land. And even that's a little bit, we're pushing it.
But it's open concept.
Oh, it's so open, this concept. Yeah. So, but no robots allowed. So, hope that helps. And answers. Thank you for reaching out. Now for today's medical topic, Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, or PCOS, is the most common cause of oligomenorrhea, which is absent or irregular menstrual periods, in the United States. PCOS is diagnosed based on 3 criteria. The first criteria is irregular menstruation. The second criteria is 10 cysts on pelvic sonogram with an enlarged ovary over 10 centimeters. And the third criteria is clinical hirsutism, which is male pattern hair growth in women, and or high testosterone or DHEA. So the diagnosis.
I just want to say with this whole poly stuff that you were talking about.
Yeah, polycystic. Yeah.
I'm totally fine with poly stuff. I'm, progressive. If 3 people want to have a relationship together, that's fine. I think there's a cutoff, though.
Yeah, I hear a but in here. Yeah.
I think there's a cutoff, Dr. London. And I think it's 11 people. I think if
Okay.
your relationship has more than 11 people... Look, I'm kind of an old school guy, but I just think no more than 11 people in your relationship.
I just don't like cutting someone off like
Cutting someone off, so you've already got 12 and then you're just having to reduce it down. Look, I'm sorry. I just think if you're going to raise a family, if you're going to have kids, it needs to be between a man and a woman and a man and a woman and a woman and a woman and a woman and a man and a man and a man and a woman.
So
and that's
the
it.
diagnosis of PCOS only requires 2 of the criteria I mentioned. So the patient can actually be diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome without seeing cysts on pelvic sonogram. They can just be with the irregular menstruation and the hirsutism or high testosterone or DHEA. So
I think I think if twins are involved, that can count as one person.
You don't want to tell that to the twins.
But then
though.
you're
not with that wording.
Well, but it just, DNA wise, right? They have the exact same DNA.
It depends on the type of twin. Like there are factors in there that are they fraternal?
Yeah.
Do they share placental sac?
There's a little wiggle room there. If your romantic relationship with 11 or 12 people involves a set of twins, then I'm okay with that.
So that's.
But not from an incest point of view. I'm disgusted by that angle.
So treatment of PCOS is a multi-system approach. One aspect of treatment is blood sugar monitoring. PCOS is a pre-diabetic state. This is because some of the same mechanisms that cause insulin resistance also interfere with turning testosterone into estrogen, and this leads to higher androgen levels in these patients. So overall metabolic health is also very important in these patients. So blood pressure, lipids, and weight, they must all be followed diligently and managed as well as that blood sugar. Irregular menstruation is a problem in PCOS because a woman's uterine lining must be shed regularly. Otherwise, there may be a conversion to uterine hyperplasia or overgrowth, which can lead to cancer. So treatment for this is with oral contraceptives containing progesterone to regulate menstruation. If the patient's hirsutism remains despite lifestyle management and metformin, and OCPs have been tried, then these patients with the hirsutism, they may be treated with spironolactone as sort of a last line medication.
I was at the park the other day, right?
Right.
I'm just hanging out, me and my girlfriend, and girlfriend, right? We're just hanging out, having a good time. This polyamorous group of people, I don't even know what you call it, of 12 of them show up. And I'm sorry, look, I'm a progressive guy.
No, you
I'm not a
say it so much.
But I'm sorry. What happened to just a normal 11-person relationship? 11's not enough anymore? It's got to be 12?
Yeah. No, I don't want to take a side in this because I know whichever side I take is going to be, the 12th, and then I'm knocked off the. Let's honestly, can we move on from there for the moment at least?
Sure.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dr. LemonSmith.com, and this is our producer Cameron. So you are the guest you have a special diet, is that correct?
Yeah, I can't eat beans. Beans are not my thing.
Okay, so that was correct.
Not a fan at all.
Oh, wow.
You just don't like them?
Yeah.
It sounds like you have an accent here. Are you from England?
Yeah, I'm from across the pond.
Okay, and sorry, what was your name?
It's Detective Sherman Helms.
Oh, detective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, private eye, but
Okay.
That's still a detective. That counts.
Yeah.
Classic Dick.
Classic Dick.
So we've had an issue lately with Nepo babies. We've been kind of calling them out. You sound like you might be related to another detective. Is that how you got your job?
Nope, no relation. I get it a lot. It's actually good, though. So I'm not related to the guy. We don't even got to say his name. I'm not related to him, though. But
Sherlock.
people do.
Sheldon.
You don't need
Sherlock.
to say his name. Do not have to. Oh, Sherlock. Yeah. We don't need to say his name. But I'm not related to him, but a lot of people mistake me for him, so I get a lot of jobs because they need and they're already there, so they don't want to like go back, and so it helps. So I guess that's kind of nepotism in a way, right?
Yeah, all the networking
You're getting a lot
you're
of
able to
people.
do.
You're getting a lot of people with like poor eyesight.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of runoffs, getting a lot of poor eyesight.
All you
Poor
nepo
eyesight.
babies, always preying on the ones with poor eyesight.
Look, I'm doing a service for them. It's me and Lily Allen. We're doing services for the people that call us out for our nepotism.
Are you guys on a case right now? Is that why you're here?
No, I'm kind of just hanging out at the place. I kind of live here. It's like a home office.
Right.
Business has been kind of slow.
People say that about our studio, that it's...
Yeah, we have had a lot of people think it's like a WeWork situation where you can just, and we haven't been kicking you out. I mean, I have seen you from across the hall. I guess I just haven't asked. Yeah,
well, you know, it's a workspace.
Yeah, you've been paying rent and everything. I have no complaints.
You know, we can keep to ourselves. I've seen you guys. I feel like I've said what's up a couple times, but I assumed you didn't see me when I would say it. I would come in and say what's up. But,
yeah, you're pretty reliant on everyone having poor eyesight, and I think that might be affecting how you think you're perceived, just generally. Because
maybe
I saw you the whole time.
You did.
Well,
you never.
The point
you never waved back, so I just assumed it was not seeing me.
No, I'm busy. I
believe you. You are a doctor. You're busy.
Oh, was it
busy
last
guy.
week? He was so busy last week.
And if you waved,
It's been the last 4 weeks, but last week technically.
Don't say 4
technically.
That was so busy.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I was, because and I saw. I think I did see a hand wave, but maybe you don't realize the amount of anxiety that someone gets from having to think like, okay, how do I respond to that?
Didn't take offense to it. Normally, if I'd be gutted, but like if it was a girl, I feel a little bit mugged off. But you know, it happens. I understand.
My issue is that anytime someone tries to wave, I don't know if they're waving or if they're going for a big slap. And I have good eyesight, but I have zero depth perception, so I don't know how far away I am from the person who's waving.
Well,
I think that really tiny person is lifting their hand to slap me.
Good thing I'm here. My first question, mystery, we might say.
Oh.
Were you abused as a child? Is that why when people wave or go to high five you think they're gonna hit you because your mom might have hit you or your dad?
No,
as a kid?
Definitely. As a
child, I wasn't traditionally abused by like my parents or anything like that. But was I abused by this up system? This you know what I mean? Like the money,
you're tricking
the jobs and everything, and the
understandable
the economy, yes,
the economy and larger and incomes
and the macro
polyamorous.
Systems. Yes.
Well, I think I have to give a little pushback as a small business owner.
Okay.
I think it's pretty.
Sorry,
it's pretty good. And I'm a big fan of capitalism.
It's just, I'm just saying I was abused by that system, but no, I was not traditionally abused.
Okay.
And the like, I was abused since.
Not as a child, no.
No, my dad started kicking the shit out of me the second I turned 18. He woke me up saying, "Hey, get up," and he started slapping me.
Okay, was your dad was he Irish?
I actually haven't talked about this on the podcast, but yeah, my dad unfortunately my dad was Irish.
Well, he's Irish. I mean, he's not.
We know about those guys.
Yeah, he's not full blown Irish.
No, I'm not full. I'm British.
Yeah,
so
you're
I understand.
British. I understand.
Yeah.
British. Yeah.
See,
I understand.
I'm full on American. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Americans. A lot of Americans.
Okay, well, you know, you don't have to say with such a tone.
Are you going to allow that language on this show, Dr. London?
Okay, I guess the thing is I'm scared he's going to slap me.
He'll slap you.
Yeah, he's definitely raising his hand to slap now. It's not a wave.
Okay, okay.
That was just that was a warning. There was a warning. I feel a little bit mugged off. I feel like you did see me a couple of weeks ago, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of making me angry. I don't want to hurt you.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to cool down a little bit.
Now, I guess should I answer the question as well? I also was not Not I wasn't super abused as a child. Not super abused. Just like
a little.
The normal amount. Yeah.
Or maybe if you they abused you more, you would know manners. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I shouldn't say that.
Oh wow, but maybe that's true.
That's a good hypothesis.
I mean, you're the detective here.
Yeah. And
you've put the clues together.
Then
put them together. Speaking of clues, your sponsor, that sounded pretty cool. The shoes clues and
shoes clues.
I think that'd be something I'd be interested in.
Yeah, isn't it?
Honestly, you could probably help them out with some of these clues because I know they're a sponsor. I've looked through some of the clues and some of them are really lazy. This one that I got today, it says, "Oh shit, I'm late for work. I forgot to fill all this out. Your shoes are downstairs." And there was no game or mystery in
That's
that.
not a clue at all. They just told you where the shoes were.
I was like, okay, I understand it. I'm late for work all the time too. Like I get it. But we're just really phoning it in, and for the price that I'm paying,
that's not cool. It's not cool at all.
Well,
maybe I'll email them or something.
Yeah,
tell them that they should
some clues for them.
They should work harder. Give them little suggestions.
It makes me
things
feel
like that.
If I didn't think of how if it's a citywide thing, but they just keep leaving it inside your own house after they've broken in to take your other shoes. Maybe I don't need to beef up my security so much because. Like, I didn't realize that this was going on, that one of the places in the city could just be your house, and it most likely is.
Lately, it seems like it has been. It used to be better. It used to be like, where the bees buzz and the hills grow, and it was, like, cool like that.
Yeah.
And then the last few days, it's been like, where does cold water go? And it's just, like, in the fridge. It's my fridge.
Saying that is interesting because do you think with this whole shoes thing, like I've heard through my other detective buddies that there's just a guy going around stealing shoes. So do you think he's actually taking the shoes without giving other people? So he's like
it's a shoe swap.
He's shoe swapping, but he's not a riddler, so he doesn't know how to write like actual clues.
Well, I mean, he's still leaving shoes, so that's...
Well, yeah, the shoes that he's taken from other people's places.
Oh, yeah, he's just kind of shuffling them around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it's the same service, essentially.
Are the shoes the correct size for your feet, normally?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That depends on the shoes, because sometimes with slippers, it's just like medium or large, and it could be like anything. And then with other shoes, it'll be like 11.
But like, is it your size? I guess
no. It has. Yeah, it's not anything. It has no. They have no information on you.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So whether it's small, medium, large, or 11, it's not going to be the size of your feet. Probably.
It's cool. It's good. It's good.
Every once in a while, will be. Just statistically.
Oh,
one in every 7 or 8 pairs will probably be around your size.
Flippers. Yeah, it's a good thing about flippers because you don't need to. That's what we call them here. We call them flippers.
Oh, okay. You don't call them flippies?
No, we call them flippers.
Oh, wow.
Like the
dongs.
Dolphin.
Dongs, too.
So wait, what was the mystery you were trying to solve about us? Just that we were abused?
Yeah, that was kind of it.
Oh.
And you guys say you want, so I didn't think I need to look into it anymore.
Yeah, I guess you solved that.
I'm not really...
You're the ultimate detective. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not really I'm just a detective, so I just find the things out. I can't really do anything once I find them out. So,
you're not a cop or anything.
I'm not a cop or anything.
If you're,
a Bobby.
You're
Bobby, yeah. You.
I hate to pry here, but I am still forcing it in. So if one of your ancestors was perhaps the famous Detective Holmes.
See, my last name is Elms, not Elms.
Elves?
Elms.
Elms. Okay. See, this is okay. This
Gregory
is an issue
Elms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that answers quite a few of my questions then. So you're not a descendant of the guy, the famous one.
Not in the slightest.
Is one
unless he's doing a little bad things. I guess he could have been in like a nice relationship, but
he's
kind of old, so it might have been the opposite of a good, let's say, consensual relationship. Because he's old. He's
Right.
kind of he's a couple generations back, so that was kind of legal.
Right.
So, if that's what you're getting at.
No, I was just gonna say that maybe you're trying to distance yourself from his approach, maybe because your name sounds similar enough that I had it wrong so far. You change your approach to be so distinct from his. So your approach is you ask one question, we say no, or give an actual kind of a thorough explanation that's not a no, and then you move on.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just getting the information. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Just getting the information.
Sherlock Holmes, like, he's a cool guy and everything, but talk about exhausting. He's getting all these clues all over the room, and then he's like talking you up, and then being like, but I noticed one thing. Just ask me the question, dude. Just say, hey, did you kill this guy? And I'll say no.
Chores, please. Let's just get to chores.
We have to get to the chores. Dr. Lynn and I, unfortunately, have been neglecting everything on our to-do list, and so we invented this chore wheel, and we spin it every single week, and whatever it lands on, that is the chore we have to do. And Mr. Helms, would you spin that big old wheel that's behind you?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not
great.
this one. Do you want to read it, Dr. London?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have to come up with a compliment for Kenneth, that weird kid in class.
Yes.
So
Okay, yeah. So Kenneth's mom contacted the show. She's a big fan, and unfortunately, Kenneth has low self-esteem.
Wonder why.
He's ugly. Like, he's damn ugly, man. He stinks like hell. So she reached out to the podcast. She slipped us a few 20s and said, hey, can you guys just maybe come up with a compliment to boost his confidence?
Anything nice.
Just anything.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Kenneth, your mom is very hot. And I would like to maybe take her on a date.
Kenneth's mom did warn us, don't just resort to complimenting her, because she is, and I use this term just strictly textbook. She is banging.
Well,
but
she's a fit bird. She's a fit bird.
She's a very fit bird.
Yeah.
So we have to compliment Kenneth, her awful son. Just
oh my God, he's so
bad.
He's so. You know those people who are so sad that they make the other people around them sad?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got another compliment for Kenneth.
Those people sad. Oh, what was it?
I got a compliment for Kenneth. So, Kenneth, when you were in your mom's tummy, right? She was pregnant with you, so it made her hips like very voluptuous in her breasts, and that's pretty cool that you did that as a baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to step because she did. There are a lot of notes here, but like one of her notes was that you can't compliment her physique while pregnant with him. That doesn't count because it's not specific to him. But she did know that her being pregnant would get the compliment.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I didn't know. Okay.
It's Kenneth.
I'm sorry. All right. Kenneth, I think that when you eat lunch alone in the lunchroom in the dark while everyone's playing out at recess, I think that's very cool of you. It shows that you don't mind everyone hating you and being lonely, and that's what life is in the end.
It's very like Edward from Twilight. Like, it's kind of dark and mysterious.
Yeah, and girls might like that in the future.
Except, you're not handsome or like, you don't have this personality that people are attracted to.
Yeah. You couldn't be in Harry Potter. You couldn't be Batman.
Yeah, no, there's no.
You couldn't be in Good Time, even as a scumbag. You're a scumbag, and he's not even a scumbag. I'm sorry.
The Safdie brothers would not talk to you for 5 seconds.
Nope.
Neither of the Safdie brothers would. I'm sorry.
Would not.
Okay, so I'm sorry. She was pretty clear to me that I need to set boundaries because the likelihood is that we would go on insulting him.
Yeah,
it'd be a compliment sandwich.
It's so hard not to.
Well, I guess an insult sandwich since it's a
insult, compliment, insult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
What part is she going to show him the part of the video podcast, the audio, is she gonna show him the part where it says that she paid us to be nice to him, or is she just gonna show him the compliment and that's it?
Yeah, but that's so much better than what he's gotten so far. That like even paid.
Yeah,
I'll say
it's basically like a cameo. Go ahead.
A lot of podcasts have refused to do this. They've been offered a lot more money,
yes,
and said no. So we are being generous here by doing it.
Yeah, she offered Joe Rogan brownies.
Mm-hmm.
And a euphemism.
No, it was just like a dozen or so just normal chocolate brownies.
We know because we got them afterwards.
We got 6.
Okay.
We didn't get a whole dozen. We got 6 brownies though. But we did. Yeah. I mean, we made it like a bandit. I have one of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm saving get mine. Any brownie. So do I even have to participate? I didn't get anything to eat.
Well, you kind of already did.
I did compliment him already. So I guess it's just you two.
Yeah, we got a free compliment. We didn't even have to get up a brownie.
Look at that, Kenneth. You got a free compliment, Kenneth.
Kenneth, here, I'll compliment Kenneth real quick. Kenneth, your clothes are on the right way most of the time. Not every day. I'm not going to say it's every day because obviously you show up to school on more than one occasion with your clothes backwards, or sometimes like with your pants on your arms. You say, oh, it's like crisscross, but your pants are on your arms. That is not like crisscross. Their thing was backwards jeans. Oh boy. But most days, I would say Monday through Thursday, typically your clothes would be on the correct way. And I think that's very responsible of you, I guess.
Doing a little Freaky Friday thing where on Fridays and the weekends, he's like, let me wear my clothes backwards or whatever.
Yeah, he thinks it's cool.
Mustard stains.
This is actually the right way. It's
jizz stains, spunk stains on your jeans, you little creepy bastard.
And bold fashion choices can work if you're not a huge loser that everyone hates. That's the huge difference between what fashion works and what fashion doesn't.
Right. Okay. And I just want to. It sounded like you were getting to be complimentary there, and we are only allowed one compliment per person. So.
Then let me. Yeah. So you'll never ever have a friend. So that balances.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure. All right, Kenneth. When I pushed you over, tripped you, gave you a wedgie, gave you a swirly, when we were both on the roof of the school and I was about to push you off, and then we did the thing where like you put your hands up to say, no, please don't, and then I tapped on your hands real quick, and then you started, whoa, whoa, whoa. You regained your balance so well in that moment.
You did.
I don't know if it was like yoga or something that you're doing on the side, but like you really regained your balance.
No, he did lose his balance with the second push.
Yeah. Yes. And then, and you know, I guess it's good of me that I caught you. I did a great job there. Not like all of you, and like I did drop you a bit, but like, you know, you're technically alive.
Yeah.
So
actually, you might want to speak up
because
his hearing.
Good job, Kenneth.
Hear that much?
Kenneth. Remember the little Eminem album? He had the Kenneth sketches. Album, and he would just be gay.
Yes.
You're talking about Kenneth?
And Kenneth. Well, Kenneth is gay too. And not the cool kind of gay. He's like the middle school gay. Kenneth, you're middle school gay. You're not cool adult gay. I'm in a homosexual relationship gay. You're we don't know how to say stupid. We're in middle school, so we say gay for lame.
Oh,
gay.
He says gay.
Yeah, that's what kind of gay he is.
The year is whatever year it is. It's too late.
Can you
for
believe
you to be
that it's the year
that
is right now? And people are still saying that?
It's the year that it is right now. You're still saying gay like that. And you're still being gay like that.
All right, well, I guess we did the insults. Well, thank you so much, Detective Sherman Helms, for being on. Is there anyone
Sherman Helms.
Sherman
Helms. Sherman Helms. You said it right. I was just clarifying. You sounded kind of low, yeah. Ed Helms from the Hangover movies.
Yeah. Okay. There's an H in there as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a reason why. And
That's like Ari and the Andersons, you know.
Yeah, Ari and the Andersons, you know.
That classic.
Ari Otter.
Yeah, Ari Otter.
Well, thank you for being on. Is there anyone you want to promote? Anyone you're a fan of out there?
Well, this is a comic. I really like this guy, Dezhawn France. You see, I said that. That's how the French say it. France. Don't say France. That's how Americans say it. It's France.
En français.
So he's a funny guy. I really enjoy his Instagram. He recently re-downloaded Twitter, although he told me he hates it. He doesn't like it at all. Because he used to have followers and he doesn't now, and he cries at night because no one likes his tweets. But he's a nice guy, and I'm hoping soon he'll be getting paid for comedy. And
what's his Instagram handle?
Oh, Dezhawn France at
And Twitter.
Yeah, and the same thing. DEZHAWN, and in France, like the country. Cool dude.
All right. So go ahead and I would say go to that. Also go ahead and hit up Detective Sherman Helms on I guess on the prowl or the hunt. And yeah, so thank you so much once again for being on. Thank you to our producer Cameron. Thank you to Dezhawn the host.
Americans. Bloody Americans.
I wasn't traditionally abused by like my parents or anything like that, but was I abused by this fucked up system? This like the money and the jobs and everything, and the economy and larger incomes and polyamory. I'm feeling a little bit mugged off. I feel like he did see me a couple weeks ago.
My name is drlennonsmith.com, and this has been the Jock Doc Podcast.
See ya.
See you later.